Oh, man, Yolanda Adams right here, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. This is a great way to start the week, man.
Absolutely, man. I will open up my heart. I know you got a good word this morning.
Oh, I appreciate this. The question is, what do you do when you don't know what to do? You find yourself burnt out. That's what she's singing about. She says that when you find yourself in a situation where you need guidance and direction, but you are burnt out, you are engaged in self-doubt, and you don't know what it is you're going to do next, what do you do? She says, that's when I open up my heart to Almighty God, and in turning to God, I get directions from God, guidance from God to get through those moments when my mind is cloudy and my situation is dark. I open up my heart to Almighty God. So this goes out to someone who is in that predicament where you don't know what to do. What do you do when you don't know what to do? Here's what Yolanda says. First of all, make sure you turn to God and not from God. See, when you turn to God, you recognize that just as when you are driving, you don't know where to go, and it's raining, it's storming outside, not to mention being dark outside, but what you do have access to is your own GPS. That GPS, that global positioning system, is connected to a satellite beyond the earth that somehow picks up where you are, and because of that connection with a force beyond the earth, you get from where you are in spite of darkness, in spite of clouds, in spite of fog, you get from where you are to where you need to go. Well, there's another GPS, not global positioning system, but God's providential system, where God guides you. God beyond the earth and yet connected to you will get you from where you are in spite of the dark clouds, in spite of the foggy situation. God will get you from where you are to where it is you need to go. How does God do it? God does it through the power of prayer. You see, just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. God does it when you pray. And when you pray, God will give you guidance. And when God gives you guidance, when you pray, God gives you peace. I love that, because whenever I pray and turn to God, the Bible says, be anxious for nothing, but by everything, with prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your request, your prayer be made known unto God, and God's peace that passeth all understanding will guard your heart and guard your mind. Isn't it good to know that God through prayer gives us peace? And when God through prayer gives us peace, God lets us know that God has a plan. So what do when you don't know what to do? Turn to God, not from God, and watch God through prayer give you peace and let you know what God's plan is. God will guide you because God has a GPS that's even more reliable than the one on your phone.
No, that's right. Appreciate that word this morning, Pastor Haynes. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, Rickey Smiley, you can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
There it is. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Rickey. Thank you, man.
All right. It's about that time. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. Joke of the day.
Got a good feeling about this one.
I got a good feeling too.
Joke of the day. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Special K, what up? I'm sorry, Rock Team. I mean, I get them mixed up because they jokes.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't say it.
Don't do it.
I got a good feeling about this one, Rock.
Good one. Oh, God.
So the teacher asked his students to use the word definitely in a sentence. So Jane raises her hand first and says, the sky is definitely blue. Teacher said, no, Jane. That is wrong because the sky is gray sometimes. Then Jack raises his hand and said, trees are definitely green. Once again, the teacher said, no, trees turn different colors with the seasons. Little Johnny raises his hand and asks the question, do farts have lumps? The teacher said, no, Johnny. Then I definitely pooed my pants.
All right.
Boy, he went back to the 80s for that one.
All right.
That was so fresh in 1989.
That is, I remember hearing that in high school, right?
Yeah.
Did it take
that
that long
thing
for
was
them to
killing
get
in
to the
89,
punchline in
boy.
high school?
Oh, boy, that thing was killing.
That was funny, Rock T.
That was funny when Reagan was president.
Falling asleep. What is
Well, there you go again. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, what up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Dionne Warwick, the cousin of Miss Whitney Houston, baby, is speaking out. And we all love Dionne Warwick. She's the mother of music, child. I'm going to put it like that. But they're saying Dionne ain't one to hold back her opinion. And she remind fans, y'all, by letting them know, y'all, that this is a touching story, y'all, that fellow singers Mariah Carey and Toni Braxton weren't icons in her mind. Now, the first black pop superstar, Miss Warwick, honey, she did an interview recently, and she was asked, y'all, what it took to be an icon. Now, regarding as the many blueprints of many today's musical stars, Miss Warwick said she didn't know what it took to reach the industry higher echelon and regarded as one of the greatest in the public. But she said this. She said, I don't know. She said, I just know that what status is reached. She said, we know who they are. She said, but what it takes, I don't know. She said, I wish I had the answer. She said, I know it takes more than a hit record. She said, I know that. She said, now there are many who never had a hit record before, like Miss Lena Horne. She said, and they consider us icons. But she said, they asked her about Mariah Carey, a 5-time Grammy winner with 18 number one singles and a career spanning 30 years, could be considered an icon. And Miss Warwick said, honey, I'll never love this way again, because that was her song. But she said she ain't sure if Mariah's no
she's
icon.
definitely an icon.
Come
Well,
on,
then they
man.
went on and asked her about Toni Braxton, baby, the Breathe Again singer, honey. And she said, girl, first of all, I don't even know if Toni want to be considered as an icon number one. She said, I think Toni love what she's doing as being an accomplished singer or whatever. But she said, but what she did say who could be an icon in her mind is Brandy. She said Brandy, affectionately christened as the Vocal Bible, she said, whom she believes has potential and was a double threat as a singer and an actress. She was equally praised of Mary J. Blige. She said, I remember Mary J. Blige when she was wearing combat boots. She said, but right now Mary J. Blige is doing great things. You know, she has good music and what have you. And she said, you know, in her mind, you know, maybe she has the potential to be an icon. But as for Toni Braxton and Miss Carey, Mariah Carey, she said,
I think everybody you named is an icon.
Okay.
But what, like she said, what is considered an icon?
I mean, when
Everybody
you
you
break
just
records and you
named?
have so many hit records and you break records and you set trends and people want to be like you and you have millions and millions of fans and you've been around for years and you still here.
Right. Yeah, that's iconic.
Yeah, I guess
Some
so.
people don't make it. Some people have hit records and you ain't seen them since they made that
Right.
hit record. So I feel like if you've been around and you have longevity and people still know your name and singing your songs, that's legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Miss Warwick said some of these people she didn't think would be iconic. So, honey,
Well,
and
everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly. And Dionne, honey, has been around a long time, baby. She's a
Yes,
very
she
grand
has.
girl.
Yes, she has.
And we won't say nothing bad about Miss Warwick, honey.
No, she's a legend and she's a diva, and we love her.
Mm-hmm. So Brett, you're an icon?
Some people think I'm an icon.
Absolutely. The first female rapper to sell over 1 million records. You damn right she is.
Mm-hmm. Because I
She
remember
got to say it, I'll say it.
That's right. So
And she really became iconic when she put them pictures out 3 summers ago. Special case.
I'm looking at it right now. I was just gonna say
Lord.
icon in my eyes.
Then Googled it myself.
Oh, Jesus. All right, honey. Moving on in other
Devil
celebrity
is a
news,
liar.
y'all. Kenya
It's in
Moore,
my
honey,
gallery.
she's speaking out, y'all. She's saying, honey, her husband wants her to take off little Brooklyn off the show. He don't want to have baby Brooklyn on Real Housewives of Atlanta anymore. And she's saying, honey, nope. She said, 'cause right now she wants sole custody of her daughter. And she said right now she's going to have to do what she have to do with it. But she also spoke out saying, you know, one of the reasons she probably running behind this nut was married to him and they're divorcing now. She said because of her mama. You know, her mama abandoned her and left, and she feels that, you know, some of the problems she had from her mother is leading her on to chasing destructive relationships with men. So I never heard about it from a woman. You usually hear about it from a man, but with a woman, you could have a destructive relationship from, your mother or what have you. So that's what Kenya said, though. She said, I'm chasing something that I didn't get from my mom, and I guess that's this man. So let's keep her lifted up in our prayers, y'all. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite spring-summer colors. My color today is potato souffle. On the high end, you say potato souffle, and on the low end, you say beautiful off-white. That's your color for today.
Gary, my spirit spoke to me and said that you're going to be driving a Tesla in 2 years. Claim it in Jesus' name now.
Yes, Lord Jesus, an electric car.
You're going to pay your taxes, and you got a Tesla on the way. A Tesla. I kept seeing Gary. I kept seeing Tesla. Lord. Or whatever,
yes.
but yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, I'm receiving that because that's better than. Well, I ain't gonna say better than Jeep, but yeah.
He hate that Jeep
because he don't like climbing up in it.
And he
nice car.
Yeah,
it's too hard for him. Why don't you just paint it pink, Gary? Paint it pink and put you some little steps on that little escalator on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put your little.
Yeah, put some Barbie stickers on it.
Yes.
Right. That would be cute, though, Gary.
Okay.
Got you a Barbie Jeep?
A Barbie Jeep.
All right, y'all. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
Give it up for Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah, we done made it. It's 2020.
Yeah.
It's 2020. Give me A flat. Just another day.
Come on, Miss Bernice.
That the Lord has kept me.
Amen.
My Lord.
You see how I'm gonna be?
I got you.
Just another day. Oh, that the Lord has kept me.
Can you hit that last part for us again?
Just another day. Ooh, that the Lord has kept me.
Sound like she smoked Camel.
Winston.
We gonna call heaven.
Yes, ma'am.
Let everybody close your eyes. Here we go. Cora. Hello? Cora!
Yeah, hey, Bernice. Happy New Year to you.
Good morning, Cora.
Yeah.
Lord, the Lord done blessed us down here on they done put us on the radio everywhere.
So is y'all on 2 or 3 stations up here in Hampton?
Yeah!
Yeah.
We on in Houston and Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit and every place. You sure
And the Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah, they need some help this morning.
And back in Dallas.
Yeah.
We excited. How's everything going in heaven?
Oh, good. Y'all, you sure sang that song. You remind me of Linda Brooks when she sang it.
Oh, I sang it just another day.
Yeah.
Get me.
Yeah, that you sure sang that. So, yeah.
Do y'all have any Super Bowl predictions in heaven?
Well, we does, but we can't tell you since we know the outcome of it all.
Right.
Is Dr. King now?
Yeah, he's here. Hold on a second.
Put him on the phone.
Yeah, hold on, Dr. King. Dr. King, excuse me. He on this barbecue grill. It's early. He's fixing barbecue grill. Hello?
Hey, Dr. King.
Yes, Bernice. Good morning. How are you this
You
morning?
always barbecuing, Dr. King. How you feeling
Well,
this morning?
you know I love barbecue, and that's the best way to eat your meat.
What you
I
feeling?
like to fix it. I'm always at the grill.
What you cooking this morning, Dr. King?
Oh, Uncle Phil was up here, and he wanted a little breakfast, so I fixed about 7 or 8 ribs, a few chickens, 3 turkeys, a goose, and a partridge in a pantry.
All right now.
Tell me, Uncle Phil, he died.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, put him on the phone.
Hold on a second. He's just eating. Could you empty your mouth a moment? We got telephone company. Hello.
Dr. Phil.
Yes. No, this is Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Oh, Uncle Phil. I can tell thinking about Dr. Phil and the Oprah show.
He's still alive.
Uncle Phil, I forgot. I didn't know you had died.
Yes, I died a long while ago. You gave me the Big Face Award, remember?
Well, they got us on new radio stations everywhere. You excited? Y'all listening up there?
Oh, we're listening up here, and boy, I bet you they have a lot of food in those cities.
What about Miss Maya Angelou there?
Oh, she's here.
Put her on the phone.
Could you hold, please?
Yeah. Uncle
Hello. Hello.
Maya Angelou.
Hello, Bernie. How are you today?
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad. I want to congratulate. Is Ricky there?
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, Miss Ma.
Hello, Ricky.
Yes. Good morning.
I just wanted to call and congratulate you. I'm so happy for you.
Ma Angelou, I've been a big fan of yours, and I know that you are real close to Oprah Winfrey.
Well, I'm such a fan of yours, I'm an air conditioner.
Maya got jokes.
I know you got a poem, right?
I most certainly do, and it goes like this. Early mornings can be tricky, but that's no problem if you're listening to Ricky. Ricky, Brett, Rock T, and even Little Gary. So whether you're rich, middle class, or poor, be sure to listen to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Thank
you.
All right. Hold on, here you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me speak to Ricky one more time, will you please?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Bye, Ricky.
All right, bye. Did I get everybody mixed up? Yeah, you are. I messed up the bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins, is in the building.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Janie.
Yeah.
Miss Jenkins?
Just another day.
Come on.
That the Lord has kept me.
Come on now.
Woke me up this morning and slid me in my house shoes.
Woo!
And I had 4 cups of coffee and 6 pieces of toast this morning. I'm feeling good. What you had, Janie?
I had grits and bacon. 6 slices of bacon and grits. 5 cups of coffee.
And I had black-eyed peas and neck bones last night and some cornbread. What you had last night, Janie?
Yeah.
You had the same thing?
Yeah, I had some neck bone last night.
Yeah, I can't suck them like I used to.
Oh, they suck good.
Say what, Janie?
They suck good out there.
Yeah, don't get used to sucking on them neck bones. It ain't Christian-like. Here's our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Please pray for Brother Lloyd Stewart and his twin brother Larry. And you know they got drunk Friday night at the Elks Lodge and went home to each other's house by mistake. And now they both slept with their sister-in-laws. And feel like they committed adultery and both of them is going to hell.
Wow. Fix it, Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
The after-service meeting in meeting room 3 has been canceled. You know what meeting room 3 is?
Yeah.
It's been canceled because some nasty rascal done went in there during the service and passed gas and got the whole room and the hallway smelling like old ham juice and spoiled mustard greens.
Oh, man.
So the meeting gonna be outside. They say that gas probably full of COVID-19. Now, it's another homegoing on this Saturday. Deacon Clint Brooks. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
Now, you know he lost his son, Big Pat.
Yeah.
Big Pat died on Tuesday. Big Pat, you know, he was 38.
Yeah.
And he was 6'6". 385 pounds. And he was suffering from high blood pressure, eardrum leakage, nervous feet, chest hair crabs, chronic knuckle swelling, and mad cow disease. But that ain't what killed him. He died in the drive-thru at Arby's on his lunch break and bet his friend that he can eat a whole beef and cheddar sandwich while he was waiting on his change. And the big dummy choked himself to death right there at the window. So they called the window and they called the police in the ambulance. And they didn't take his body out the car. They loaded it up on one of them tow trucks and towed it down there to Davenport and Harris Funeral Home. And they had a hard time getting him out the car. So they might do a drive around viewing while he's in the car. They're going to embalm him while he's in his car. There ain't no way in the hell they're going to get that big bastard out that car, Jane. I'll call you tomorrow.
All right, Black Tony, what's going on, man? You not coming?
Hey, Shotty, look. We can't talk about work today, Shotty. We got an important thing to deal with right now. I got a situation.
No, we got to talk about work.
Look, Shotty, no, we can't talk about work, Shotty. Tell me on the radio. Put me on there with I'm just talking to y'all. Play a song or something so I don't be on the radio. Cause I ain't trying to get in trouble.
Hold on, let me get some music on. Hold on. All right, there you go.
That is just me and you, Shotty. Cause I ain't trying to go to penitentiary.
Give me an instrumental rock, T.
I ain't trying to go to penitentiary and nothing like, cause I got a situation right now, Shotty. These folks trying to get me locked up, Shotty. These folks trying to get me locked up for real, Shotty. Man, I got something I ain't for the hell. And I'm trying to see if you want to buy it, or maybe even want to buy it for a kid, or Rock 2 want to buy it for his little boy. Look, Shotty, man, the crackhead I came over here last night, came over to the trap. You know, I ain't been on the trap in a minute, cause I'm trying to get my life straight. But I've been on track last night, Shotty. He done brought something over here. I'm so nervous right now, Shotty. He been over to the zoo, man. I got 2 baby zebras, Shotty. He talking about they were Great Dane puppy. Them ain't no damn Great Dane puppy, Shotty. Them some damn zebra. I know a damn zebra.
Where y'all get 2 zebras from, Black Tony?
He stole them from the zoo, Shotty. There's 2 on. You want to buy one for your little boy?
What zoo he stole them from?
From that long zoo. Shotty, you want to buy one from your... Y'all need it. Man, Shotty, I got to get rid of this.
When you like that, wouldn't that be cute to have for little Mike and
I don't want a
Maverick?
puppy. I don't even want a puppy. I definitely don't want a
baby zebra. I mean, damn, if you can't get
what do you need a zebra?
They said it's on the endangered list, Shotty. I can't have these things on my possession, Shotty.
What do you feed a zebra, Black Tony?
Shotty, why you don't just buy them for your kid, for your grandkid?
Okay, we'll buy the zebra, but what are you supposed to feed the zebra?
Hell, I get zebra food. I don't know, Shotty. Ain't never had no damn zebra food.
What is zebra food?
I don't know, lettuce, carrots. I don't know, Shotty. I don't know the hell they eat. I ain't never had no damn zebra.
Do they eat table food? Do they eat leftovers?
I had fed them some last night. We had some oxtails over here.
No!
You gave them zebra some oxtails last night, Black Tony?
I mean, oxtails and greens and macaroni and cheese. I didn't mess it up in a bowl today.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the T and the clue today. Gary,
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Speaking of the Undressing Room podcast, y'all, yesterday, honey, oh my God, it was very shocking. Now, people were talking about Eva Marcel's look on the Undressing Room podcast yesterday night. It was with she was talking about Lil' Kim. Now, Eva, you're there. You were talking about Lil' Kim, and you and some of the girls, you and L'Oreal and Dominique the Diva, and y'all said how wonderful Lil' Kim looked. And some people said, well, Lil' Kim should have never changed her face and all that, and so on and so forth. And you kind of defended Lil' Kim's look and what have you, and you went on to say what happened to you, that the woman told you that you look ugly?
See, the thing is that a lot of times when you're in the light, people have opinions about who you should be, what you should wear, and what you should do. And I was super young when I won Top Model, and Janice Dickinson, as soon as I won that night, I remember Tyra congratulating me. I was crying. I was super excited. And Janice Dickinson came up to me and told me, well, now that you've won, you have some money, and now you can go fix your nose. Ooh. And I was so confused because I didn't know that there was anything wrong with my nose. But she gave me a
cute little mousy nose.
She just said something bad about Bella Hadid and him. She's just a little bit bitter, like, for some reason.
No, Miss Janet is a Hollywood girl. She's a grand girl. She gets to say what she wants to say.
There's no need to bring other people down. There's no need.
It's not. And if she chooses to do cosmetic surgery, that's totally fine. I'm not against anyone that does. But my beauty is not dictated by Janice Dickinson. So I kept my nose and I found my own strength and my power. And that was the whole point of it, is like, at what point do you stop letting society dictate who you're supposed to be and become who you are, you know?
Right.
Well, honey, she said your nose was ugly, honey. So,
she did say my nose was ugly, and I don't care. Well, my husband liked it.
Your nose is absolutely beautiful, Eva. It ain't nothing
Ricky,
wrong with
but
your
you
face.
love me as a person, so you see past my flaws.
No, I don't. But
she shouldn't be staring at you so hard to see what your nose look like. Like, you're beautiful, and that's that. You won, and that's that. She just had to say something to belittle you or something, because I feel like sometimes the older supermodels, especially her, she be a little bitter when it's new ones that are fly that may come in and get they shine. She had her time. It's time for somebody else.
Why do people be like that? Like, you take in new talent, young rappers, kind of step back, let them do their thing. I be trying to, mentor some of the younger comedians and happy for them, because you had your time when it was your time. Now it's not your time. You know what I'm saying? Show somebody how to do it right where they can be more successful than you was.
Right. That's hard for some people to accept, Rick. And they don't lose their bitterness about it, and they carry this anger. You got to let that go. You got to pass the torch. You got to give room to the next person that's dope. You got to give props. Everybody are dope in their own way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody's got something unique about them. And I just hate when people belittle other people. You ain't God. Don't judge me. You can't. It don't affect me no way.
And
I get mad when them damn queens be saying little things about Gary's stomach. I'm like, you're not gonna talk about
it. Those girls just mad because, honey, they stomach not. Well, anyway, child. But but Brad, I'm hearing what you said. But it's almost just like with the Cardi B situation. Cardi B got diamond, and it was cubic zirconium when you were doing it, and you didn't get mad about it.
Cubic zirconium. Let's be clear. I was the first to ever sell 1 million records. The first solo female rapper to ever go platinum. Okay, it was Salt and Pepper before me as a group, and me, the Brat. That's right. Shantae Harris' government name was the first. Let's not get it twisted, Mr. Hayes. Throwing it back.
And then she called it Mr. Hayes. I missed.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Brad. I got that.
Cubic over here. You come with your little
Gary, you better call human resources.
Let's be clear. That's clarity, Gary. That's what you like. That's what you like, Gary. That's what you like.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Brad. That's what you like, Gary. I mean, look good for you.
Forgive me. I'm sorry, but honey, let me just go ahead and go to the color, girl. I'm just done, honey.
Goodbye,
the color today. Okay.
I feel sorry for your mother. Goodbye.
Goodbye, baby. The color today, y'all, is Florida sunshine, honey. Look, Brad, sunshine. On the high end, you say Florida sunshine, and on the low, you say beautiful orange, y'all. I'm sorry, Brad. I got to do my research.
You're not. You're going to do it again tomorrow.
Right.
Hey, y'all give it up for Gary with the Z. Hey, Janai, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ricky.
So now you probably started walking the floor when we played that James Ingram and Patty Austin. I know you probably started walking the floor.
Had to do a little something over here.
I know that's right. That was the song there. Now, Janai, what are the best accounts for parents to set up who want to save money for their kids? Their kids to go to college.
I'm happy you're talking about that. My theme for April is all about savings and investing. And for parents who want to save for their kids to go to college, I highly recommend and love those 529 accounts. So each state has one, very easy to set up. And even if you set up one in your current state, your child can still go to college wherever they want. And Ricky, what the really good thing about it is you put the money in, the money grows tax-free, and as long as you use the money for like tuition, room and board, and books, then you never have to pay taxes on that money at all. And so what I also suggest to parents is this: if you cannot afford to open up an account and fund it yourself regularly, open the account anyway. And for your child's birthday and holidays, you can send links out to your family and friends so they can also help contribute to that account.
Now, Janai, what's the best type of account for parents to save for their children to go to private school?
And Brad, a lot of people don't realize you can use this same 529 account for private school as well. You're able to withdraw as much as $10,000 a year to pay towards your child's private school tuition. And we know private school is really, really expensive in certain areas. So again, this is a good way to get your family and friends engaged and help funding these accounts. But again, yes, you can use that money for private school as well.
All right. So for the people that want to invest in things like what is that? Bitcoin, yeah, gold or other non-traditional investments. What advice do you have?
Well, it's funny, Ricky. These non-traditional investments have become very popular, whether you're talking about cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, and now we're hearing about these NFTs, these non-fungible tokens. It's a lot of different stuff out here. I highly suggest people do their own research, and there's nothing wrong with investing, but I suggest people kind of slow walk it. So, for example, if you have about $5,000 to invest, why don't you start with maybe 10% or $500 to invest in these non-traditional investments, and then you can slowly begin to increase that. But we have to remember, investing is not gambling. It is not Vegas. So you want to take your time and educate yourself, but there's nothing wrong with getting engaged, but just, again, kind of slow walk that.
There it is.
I have a question for people that are of retirement age, especially with the pandemic. It feels like we kind of lost an entire year. But for those that are at about that age and they don't have enough money saved, Janai, what do they do?
And it's funny, for a lot of us, particularly those of us who are black, it can be unusual to find people who retire and retire well. A lot of us are working a lot longer. So this is what I tell people. Number one, please, you want to get okay with accepting the fact you may have to work a little longer than you planned. Let's wrap our brain around that. Number two, what a great time to begin to consolidate your expenses and finances. Let's find our way to dig out of debt, because the people I've seen who retired the best had very little to no debt. And this is, of course, the perfect time to focus on increasing your income. You want to get that income up. Definitely contact the Social Security Administration. You want to know how much you're going to get, when it can start, and then you definitely want to meet with your HR department, because if you have some sort of 401k or 403b or some sort of pension plan at your job, how much can you be expecting? Because remember, retirement isn't just about age. Retirement requires you to do some math to make sure you can afford to retire. Who wants to be home and you can't live how you want to live?
All right, Janai, let everybody know. Thank you so much for always jumping on with us this morning. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
If you want some more information about investments, I've uploaded an amazing retirement and investment guide for folks. Go to my website, Janai Thornton, that's JINITHORNTON.com.
There it is. Thank you, Janai.
Thank you.
To all the hard-working women and everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Representing the West Coast. The one and only Eva. I'm talking about straight out of Compton. Is it Compton?
South Central Los Angeles.
All day.
2020, bruh.
All day. What up, people?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about all things womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And today, Ricky, it is juicy. I need to know, how many people is one person allowed to date at one time? And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking this question. There is a man by the name of Tekashi, and no, it's not Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's a man, he's a Japanese man out of the city of Osaka, Japan. And he is currently behind bars, Ricky, because a lawsuit was brought against him for fraud because he was dating 35 women at one time. And they brought a suit against him saying that he was a scammer. So this is the deal. He pretended to be serious in a relationship with each of these women. And these women, he was very strategic and made sure he dated women that had money. And they gifted him with a lot of things. His typical thing was to tell someone his birthday was coming up. Though his birthday is in November, all these women think his birthday is all these different days throughout the year. So he gets gifts all the time. Now, his slip up, he told one young lady his birthday was in April, then forgot he told her it was in April and then said it was in June. So she started doing what we do as women and started investigating. Found other women, found out that there were 35 plus women and brought together a class action suit, Ricky. My question is it criminal to be a cheater and a liar? I mean, I know it's morally reprehensible, but is it criminal?
Yeah, if you're using it to take advantage of people and you're getting financial gains while hurting others. Yeah, absolutely,
but
it should be.
I think the fine line is he committing fraud in the process, or are they just giving him stuff of their own free will?
Right. Now, I think the ladies are going to be very upset with me this morning because this man is savvy as hell. I'm sorry. The fact that he has figured out how to juggle 35 women and get gifts from each of them. And this is not a GoFundMe because he lied about being sick. He's just getting birthday gifts.
Gary, do the math. Gary, do $20 versus 35.
$20 versus 35. That'll be $55. But I want to go back to the question.
What?
Whoa. Now, that's $55, huh? $20
that's
plus $30.
He was in fundamentals.
That's $700.
He said $20 plus $35.
He said times.
No, I said times.
Oh, time. Oh, I don't know. Hell,
$700.
that's too damn much to figure out.
Oh, Gary. Well, Gary, how many people do you think it's okay for one person to date at one time?
That's too much to figure. Okay, even now, it's two different stories. You said how many people you could date at one time, and you said something about the criminality of it. You could date as many people as you want. I think a person should be able to date as many people as they want because the key word is date. So that means I could date you, and that's what's wrong with a lot of women today, that they're not dating. They get with one man, Leroy, and they got to stay stuck with him while he all over the place with somebody else. No, honey, your counterparts, they're saying we're dating so they could date more than one person because we are dating. We're not married. Now, when he was ripping off these women and stuff, that's a different story. That's the criminal part if he was ripping them off. But if they was crazy enough to give them their doggone money and buying them gifts and things like that, that's kind of on them. But as for how many people you could date at one time, you could date as many as you want because you are dating.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But if you're using women for financial gain, that's what a gray area is. It starts to get real.
But if I tell you it's my birthday and you give me $1,000, I mean, that's not criminal.
You lied.
You tell all 30 women they give you $1,000. That's a nice come up.
That's the gray area,
that's
I guess.
A down payment on a Tesla. But you can't ride all of them in unless you get a Tesla Sprinter.
Okay.
A Tesla bus. I just don't think the man should be in jail. I think that's why the TV show Cheaters came about, so that you could know about people that are like this. But as far as putting him in jail, the 3 meals a day, a hot and a cot, come on, man.
Y'all saw the episode of Cheaters with Vanessa on there. That man said, Vanessa. When she walked in there and called that man, that woman in that lady house, he said, that lady came over here and asked me, can she use our bathroom? There was a black man, Gary. That white lady was back there, she was back there butt naked. And she slapped him in the face. He said, but now, sir. That's my favorite episode of Cheaters. Boy, hey, if you ever want to use a line, you get caught over there, just say the lady came over here, she asked if she used the bathroom.
Yeah, right.
And she was butt naked.
She was butt naked in that bathroom. Vanessa came in there and slapped her. Then he was trying to explain. She popped him in his mouth twice. Pop, pop. He said, Vanessa.
She just came to use the bathroom.
Oh, man, if you would have saw the episode.
Answer to that. You can date as many people as you want to date, but just try not to be a liar. I think that's where you mix everything up. Tell the truth.
Keep it real. There it is. Eva, let everybody know how they can follow you.
You can find me on all social medias at Eva Marcille, Marcille.
Vanessa. 2021 has already been an incredible year for her. And from performing America the Beautiful at the Super Bowl to her amazing Prince tribute at the Emmys. Listen, man, not to mention winning a Grammy for Song of the Year. And top of all of that, man, we can now add Academy Award winner to her long list of awards. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all please welcome her.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. We so excited to have you this morning. Congratulations on your song "Fight for You" winning Best Original Song at the Oscars. Does it feel surreal?
Yeah, I'm pinching myself. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was very shocked. I was unprepared for them to call my name. So yeah, I'm still not sure that happened.
Girl, what was going through their mind when they announced your name, though? That's what I want to know. Like, I know you're like, huh? What?
Yeah, literally, I was like, wait, what? Because, I was just having, this was my first time at the Oscars. I met Angela Bassett. I was good, Right. When they called my name, I was going crazy. My mom was right next to me, too, so it made it more special.
Yes.
What was so cool was during your speech, you mentioned that there will be an EGOT in the future. And for those that don't know what an EGOT is, it's an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. So if you had to choose between acting and music, what would it be?
Well, I don't know if I can choose. I have a goal to be able to do both. I've always been passionate about acting, and I just did I kind of made my debut acting on a Netflix movie called Yesterday with Jennifer Garner. So you'll be seeing me on the big screen a lot more.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much.
Man, so musically growing up, when you used to perform, other artists' covers, who would you say your biggest influence was?
Oh, man, Alicia Keys was number one, and Prince. Those two artists were really, really big influences on me, and Lauryn Hill as well.
Yes.
I have a question for you because, when you first came out, you were one of those artists where it was just about the music. We know that you're a beautiful girl, but you've never been about the whole aesthetics of it all. And it seems like you might be a little shy. So do you miss your anonymity at all? Like just people not really knowing who you are and being hugely famous?
It wasn't really an intention of hiding, and I don't think it had anything to do with me being shy necessarily. More so just feeling like we all kind of got caught up in social media and what is the whole package, and we would listen with our eyes instead of our ears. So I think the point was just for people to pay attention to the music and the message, and for that to be the forefront. And for that to lead my artistry, because that's what I'm about, Right. But I definitely think, it's a little harder for me to hide. But I'm telling you, people don't really recognize me without my glasses. So
and your hair.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I feel like a Clark Kent a little bit.
Right. Okay. So what's next for her?
Oh, man, so much. My album, Back of My Mind, is coming out soon this summer. And I'm working on a lot of things. A reggae EP. I'm bringing back my festival that I own, Lights On Fest in the Bay Area. And, you'll be seeing me on the big screen, like I said, acting. There's a whole lot going on. More glasses. And, hopefully shows back soon. So I'll be on the stage very soon.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, here's our new single, Come Through, featuring Chris Brown. Y'all please give it up for Academy Award winner, her.
We love you, girl.
Oh, man, brand new, her.
sir. Listen, featuring Chris Brown, man, so excited and happy for her, man. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Our topic is what TV show, movie, or lead character would you like to see rebooted in black? Jason Lockhart just texted me and said, hey, I would like to see The Goonies done in Titusville. That's like a little area of Birmingham. Y'all remember Slump from The Goonies? Hey, you guys!
Yes, sir.
Yes, over there. There was fighting over that, him and that little kid fighting over that baby Ruth. I love the Goonies. Did they already do Uncle Buck with Mike Epps or something?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I think they did. Yep.
I think so.
Like last year.
Right.
Yeah. I would like to see The Facts of Life come back, Rick, with Octavia Spencer as Mrs. Garrett.
Oh, that would be. Who would the other girls be?
Oh, I don't know. I was trying to get them together, but I just can't think. That would be cute, though.
What about you, Gary?
I would like All in the Family to come back. As I'm trying to think which black character would be Archie Bunker.
They did that.
Who was it?
They did that,
but it wasn't
action.
Reversed.
How the song go, Brett?
Songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like, hold on, let's say it together, Brett. Guys like us, we have it made. Those were the days.
I would go
Guys were guys and men were men.
We sure could use a man like Herbert Hoover again.
Having in a welfare state.
Everybody pulled his weight.
Don't want the days.
No, you didn't.
All right, y'all. Let us know. Rocky, who you and Special K got?
I would like to see
I got two shows. The Golden Girls.
Yes.
That would be good.
I would say the Golden Girls rebooted as a black cast. And Seinfeld rebooted with Dave Chappelle instead of Seinfeld.
Ooh. What about you, Kay?
Come on,
I would like to see Smokey and the Bandit redone with a black cast, but it probably wouldn't work out because the police would shoot. They wouldn't chase him through all them states. They just shoot. It was a black driver.
They wouldn't make it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about Smokey Robinson.
Smokey
Robinson. Speaking of which, this ADHD mom, Smokey Robinson got a brand new hit record. We're going to play it tomorrow on the show. I'm so excited about that. Smokey Robinson. All right, let's go to the call. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hit us up 8669. Rickey, good morning.
National Lampoon Vacation, the one with the white family. I think that would be amazingly funny with the black cat.
It's Tracy. This is my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies, The Sound of Music.
The $6 Million Man. The Brady Bunch with a baby mama and a baby daddy. Mama's Family, and have Erykah Badu mama selling Kit Kat bars outside Church's Chicken.
What did he say, Special K?
He said Erykah Badu mama selling Kit Kat bars outside the church.
Now y'all finna start something, because you know somebody gonna say Rickey Smiley on here saying something about Erykah Badu mama. She gonna call up here. Or she gonna go on her Instagram and start going out. Don't do that. Y'all doing that to be messy, trying to get Erykah started. Leave Erykah out of this. Y'all messy as hell. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's a trend on TikTok where you confess the most messed up thing you did as a kid that you still regret. Now, I know y'all got some, but let me tell y'all how this all started. So the guy who started gave this example. He said he found out that his friend got 2 Christmases because his parents were divorced. So he done made a fake Match.com profile page for his mama and left it up on his dad's computer. Now, that is messed up. So they could get a divorce so he could have 2 Christmases. All right, team, who want to confess? What's the most messed up thing you did as a kid that you still regret? Ricky?
I think I was 17.
What you do?
When I was working at that thing, when I was working at Showbiz Pizza. When the white folks called me the N-word, I took that pizza to the back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ricky, think twice about fast food.
Yes,
Gary, what about you?
Well, I don't know if I regret it or not, but I used to tell my mama when my daddy car was at another woman's house, and I just would tell her.
You sure did do that. Now I'm mad at you about that.
Yeah,
I understand,
but Ricky, no, because I mean, hey, you shouldn't be there. Ooh. So I told my
mama. But didn't he take you with him one time? And left you out there in the car?
No. No. Hell no. Not that I can recall, but I do recall. You know, I used to walk to school sometime, and I saw a car at some other woman's house, and I came home and told my mama.
And what your mama said?
Well, you believe it or not, she didn't say nothing, honey. That's the one good thing about it. She kept all that from us. Yeah, exactly, Brad. She didn't say nothing.
She know how to handle it. Yeah.
She
handled it in her own way. What about you, Rock T?
Man, I was begging for this BB gun. And I just kept begging my parents for this BB gun. And they finally bought it for me as a gift. And they told me not to shoot the BB gun inside the house. Yep. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Story.
I end up shooting the gun inside the house. I shattered the patio sliding door window. But then denied it. I denied that for years. Like, I didn't do it. I'm like, I'm the only one with a gun in the house. What you mean you didn't do it? Wow. And I finally admitted it later, man. But I regret for even lying about it for so long.
After you turned 40, you admitted it. Yep. Special K, what about you?
Well, yeah, I was 13. I had a mini bike, and I had kept it over at my auntie's house, and it was in her basement. I leaned it up against the furnace. I leaned it up against the hot water heater thing. And gas dripped out, and it blew up and burned up her whole basement. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was pretty bad. It took a while to get past that. Yeah.
Oh, I know she was mad with you.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of BB gun, my dumb butt, I let Uncle Bruce shoot me with a BB gun. He said if he pumped the BB gun one time, it's not going to hurt. So I lined up against the wall with my drawers on. He shot me in the butt with a damn BB gun. And man, I think that's when breakdancing came out. I swear. That's a true story. He said, because you had to pump it.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I'm only going to pump it one time. It ain't going to hurt. I said, okay. Back then you sleep in your drawers. You're sleeping in your Fruit of the Loom underwear, no shirt. So I lined up against the wall. He sat on the edge of the bed. He just shot me in the ass with a BB gun. and it stung like hell. And the spot might still be there. So.
I was getting ready to say you still got that.
It might still be there. Y'all, please welcome Dr. Bernard Hodges and Dr. Terrence Ferguson. Give it up.
Good morning.
Man, what's up, man?
What's up, team? It's all good to be here, man. Appreciate you having us on here.
Root for the bros doing big things, man. Hey, man, so proud of you, man. Thank y'all both for joining us this morning, man. Now, Dr. Hodges, man, you were telling me, that only 2% of veterinarians are black, and most do not know that animal health care is a sustainable career. And now, why is there such a lack of diversity in that field?
Man, it's one of those things where if you don't see black veterinarians, if you don't, you don't think about it. In the South, we all love football, baseball, basketball, so you see kids that want to be there, but nobody wants to be a hockey player because we never see it. So, oftentimes, as a black veterinarian, we kind of go and we love animals, but we kind of get steered to the path of human health. But man, veterinary medicine is an amazing career. I mean, I can't say enough about it. And you're from Alabama, one of the HBCU that produces 76% of all veterinarians is Tuskegee.
Tuskegee, yes.
It's the only one. So, that's why we got to get, the other schools, and hopefully we get into the diversity plan to help this. And Nat Geo Wild has given us an amazing platform, man. We are able to, kids are able to see us. And so they know, man, I could be a veterinarian. So, awesome. It's just been a great thing. And they also, yesterday, surprised us. They gave $50,000 to Fort Valley State University, which is our alma mater, for the Vet Tech program. So Nat Geo is stepping up to the plate and giving us a platform.
Now, Dr. Ferguson, at your hospitals, you've trained more than 75 black vets and 150 vet technicians. And this summer, you plan to expand your program nationally and start a mentor and shadowing program. Now, tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely. Dr. Hodges and I, one thing that we take very serious is just being mentors for the youth and trying to grow that next veterinarian. So what we decided to do is we put a program together this summer called Vet for a Day. And basically what Vet for a Day is, we're having students come in that are like 12 to 15 years of age.
and we're going to expose them to all areas of veterinary medicine, whether it's trying to figure out how do I get admitted to veterinary school, what classes do I need, all the way up to we're going to let them scrub in, we're going to do some surgeries, we're going to show them how to restrain animals, and just a full gamut and holistic approach to veterinary medicine, because we know that one thing that we definitely have to do to increase the numbers, we have to expose them to it. So this is one thing that we're doing is trying to expose kids to this field of veterinary medicine so that we can hopefully increase that number from 2%.
Man, I got a niece that's getting ready to go off to college, man, and one of my favorite cousins, Dorinda, she has her youngest daughter, and she is so passionate about being a veterinarian, and we were having a conversation about it, and bruh, I'm telling you, man, on the shield, I'm gonna send her to you.
17.
Yeah, dog. I'm gonna send her there, man, because I would love our family. We don't have nobody, no veterinarians in our family, and I just want to help her with everything, because that's all she talk about. That's her dream, and it'd be crazy, dog, team, because man, kids be having those goals, and then they say, well, once it get hard, they'll just bring it down to something. Well, let me change my major to something else, because that's going to be a little easier. But I really want her. I think if kids had the experience, do you know that my dad, he's dead and gone, but he was a veterinarian assistant. That's what he did. He worked at Dr. Martin's office, and that's what he did. And I took my dogs to Dr. Martin. He would always tell me all these stories about how my dad worked in there. So the love that our family have for animals. Brad has 5 dogs. Brad, go ahead. I know you want to jump in on this.
You know I'm ready to jump in. I got 6 dogs, Dr. Ferguson and Dr. Hodges.
Okay.
I would like to get into one of these classes, because I'm tired of taking my dogs and then they tell me they don't know what's wrong with them, or they give me some steroids, and then my dog still has the same cough or whatever. Like, I want to come take these classes myself so I can learn more, and I want to bring my babies to y'all. I never see black vets. I live in Alpharetta, and I be trying to find them, and I'm like, where are they? I need people compassionate about my babies, because they like my kids.
Oh, that's the big thing, man. That's how we look at them.
Yeah, and you know what, too? A lot of people are hesitant to get into becoming a veterinarian, and one common misconception is that they don't make a good living, or they're told that, it's not a good occupation by family members. For those who have doubts, Dr. Hodgins, what do you have to say, about the pay?
I can personally say veterinary medicine has been amazing to both Dr. Ferguson and I. We is to provide us opportunities to be able to do what we want, buy what we want, drive what we want, and live where we want.
Absolutely.
So
my bill, Doctor. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought about my bill. Honey, my 6 dogs, I might come out of there paying a $2,000-$3,000 bill when they get all their shots and grooming and all that. So y'all making some money.
That. Yeah, people don't know there's good money in it.
Veterinary medicine will provide you an amazing life. I mean, absolutely amazing life. So I think, we think it's an amazing field. We just want to expose kids and let them see us and use it, and that's what the big thing about the platform. And thank so much for cause so many times we get kids reaching out like, I want to be a veterinarian, but I didn't see anybody that looked like me, so I didn't think I could do it. But I'm here to tell you could do it.
Dog team, 2 things I wanted to do on this show is have y'all on. Shout out to Malcolm Walker. That's your LB, dog?
Yes, sir. It's not my LB. I was actually his DP.
Okay. Yeah, dog, you Fort Valley, right?
I'm Fort Valley. Yep, Mighty US 89.
Rude dog, Rick Smiley Springs, Star Road Chapter 2000, Trade Dog, now Alpha 5. Hey, listen, bro, let everybody know I want y'all to come back on. I do not want this to be your last time, bro. Like anything, and I want to open it up where people can ask questions about animals, about animal behavior.
Man, we love to do that, man. We do it. We're doing it right across the country. And what's like the big thing is, we a lot of times the black audience don't know. That's why it was so important for us to get on here, because we want the black audience, and we want to teach them about their pets and show them and give them the answers.
Dog, I'm gonna have y'all back on, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Yes. Thank you for all of the hard work that you both put into creating opportunities for these young people, man, and make sure y'all follow them. Check out all of the information available for your family on how to become a veterinarian. Y'all please give it up and show your love for Dr. Bernard Hodges and Dr. Terrence Ferguson. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
So I think it's safe to say that most of y'all on here are kind of worldly and sophisticated when it comes to food. You know, y'all always trying to do different stuff and doing new things, as opposed to me. You know, I just kind of like what I like and I stick to it. This is a Facebook conversation, by the way. Is there that one thing or is there something that people eat that you would never try or you would never have a desire to put in your mouth no matter what? I mean, if your mama life depended on it, because with me, there's a couple of things that people like that I just will not eat. I can't do it.
Yeah. For me, Special K would be sushi. I'm good.
What?
I love sushi.
Yeah, I know. I know. I can't do it.
You know what it is for me, though?
Pretty nasty to me.
I can't try avocado. I don't even know if it's avocado. I can't
say avocado.
It could be good.
Wow. I can't do sauerkraut, y'all. Sauerkraut, ew.
Yeah, me either, Brad.
It's like sour spoiled cabbage or something. Like
we on a roll. I'm agreeing with everything.
I've never tried sauerkraut.
It's chitlins for me.
Yeah, me either.
Chitlins. Oh no. Okay. No.
I tried chitlins before I tried pig feet. I can't do pig feet.
Yeah, I do chitlins.
Little knuckles. I can't do it, Rick.
Yeah.
Pigtails. My mom eat all that.
Gary, we're going to exclude you from this conversation because we all know what you won't eat.
That's right.
So Gary, you can go get you a cup of coffee.
Okay, I'm gonna put my finger up and walk away.
We talking about eating something that everybody loves. Yeah, boy. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.